All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. We're back. Woo, I'm Bruce with Daryl and Marcus, and that was a weekend of games. We're going to talk about the AFC and the NFC championships, our thoughts, which are better than anyone else's thoughts. Anyway, they're going to be our thoughts. So I thought first, let's talk about that NFC championship game. I mean, that was great, wasn't it? I enjoyed it. LA versus the Seahawks. Ooh, Marcus, you must be. Well, both of you guys went with Seattle, didn't you? I went with LA. Both quarterbacks looked great. I mean, a big difference. I mean, any play, there's probably a ton of plays for that muffed field goal reception. Oh, how does he do that, right? Anyway, that was a great game, wasn't it? Right at the end, it looked like he caught that ball, but he didn't quite get out of bounds in time.
Get out of bounds.
But missed it by that much.
Yeah, just a couple of inches.
Just a few inches, and they tied that thing up. But anyway, who wants to go first? Talk about that game. It was a great game. Jaden got to be there too.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take a stab. I mean, it was all about control versus chaos, the way I see it. I mean, Seattle did what Seattle does. They ran the ball. They played with discipline. They were patient. I mean, don't get me wrong. LA had their moments. They had some explosive plays, demonstrated speed, but their consistency wasn't there. When you think about Seattle's quarterback, he didn't force the issue. He took what the defense gave him and he avoided back-breaking mistakes, where on the other side, I think Stafford had to press more. And when you're playing from behind against Seattle, every throw just feels a little bit tighter. So, I think about it, Seattle, their run game showed up. LA's receivers, I mean, they made some good plays, but they just weren't enough to flip the momentum. So the way I look at it, why Seattle won? Well, they controlled the tempo and they won the turnover battle. Their defense was there. But when I think about Stafford, think about LA, is too many stalled drives. They just consistently couldn't stop the run, and they had to chase the game instead of dictate it. So
interesting.
That's how I read it. What do you think, Daryl?
I just like a high scoring affair where the offense is clicking, and I mean they slinging the rock all over the field. They running wild plays, man, with all type of motion and misdirection. Man, that was my game right there, Doc. That's all I really have to say about it, bro. Because I mean, bro, both of those teams, like we said before, man. I mean, just high powered offenses, and it's just really fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I saw interesting to me. I looked it up. Darnold had a 127.8 quarterback rating. Stafford 127.6. I mean, those two guys. I mean, that was quite a duel, wasn't it? I mean, I was rooting for LA. I think Stafford's a great quarterback. He showed it, but I was curious about Darnold. But he came through. He did good.
Bruce, I'm in Seattle today. Man, I got to tell you, it feels different up here. But
does it?
Yeah.
That flips your spirits when your teams are doing well, doesn't it? For some reason.
I mean, I'm an honorary Seahawk today. My son's a Seahawk fan, and he got to go to the game.
Day one.
I mean, I'm like seriously sitting here watching his Instagram stories, and he's like, "I'm at the game." He's got like
how fun that must have been.
And I'm like, how in the hell did you get tickets to the game and I couldn't get any? So I'm like, man, he's definitely taking a page out of my book. He scored him some tickets to the Seahawks game, and he lost his voice, super excited. But yeah, man, old Jaden, he got to go to the game and had some damn good seats.
Well, he took your spot, didn't he? I mean, you go to Seattle all the time for your
work.
Well,
yeah, I go for work.
He
actually got a ticket to the game. I wish I could have got a ticket to the game.
Oh, well, then we got the other side, the AFC game. Boy, that was like two different games with that weather, wasn't it? At first it looked nice. I mean, I'm thinking, and maybe it's always hindsight, right? You're either an idiot or you're a genius. But, not going for that field goal, early in there without an opportunity that had 10 points, that means they go to the Super Bowl. Denver. Denver could have gone too, And then question for you to answer when you're taking your turn. I was curious, it could have been a tie. That they kicked tried for that field goal in that weather. Yeah. It was tipped, just barely tipped. If that ball hadn't been tipped, it might have been a tie game. they might still be playing with that kind of weather out there. I don't know if they ever would have scored. So I looked it up, and you keep playing forever. And I thought, wow, those guys would still be going. I know it'd be over sooner or later, but what a wicked storm. What'd you guys think about that game?
Well, I said it, last week. I just kind of followed along with Marcus, man, because my theory of what would happen, it really was an over the top Daryl type thought. So I just kind of took a step back and said, okay, you know what, man, be reasonable, man. Follow your boy Marcus, right? And so what I said was the Denver Broncos backup quarterback, there was no way in hell that he was going to play as bad as CJ Stroud against the Patriots. And so I thought, in my mind, they have a chance. All they need is 2 or 3 good plays, and they could win. Why am I saying that? Because the Patriots, the game, when they played the Texans, the game was given to them. Here you go. You can have it. Take it, right? I mean, they didn't play a great defensive game. They just took what CJ gave them, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I knew Denver wasn't going to do that. So that's why we saw a game that was won by a field goal. Good weather or bad. Look, man, look, that quarterback, he went out there and he did a really good job of running that football team, even in the snow, even in the wind. And that's what I was expecting. That's pretty much what I was expecting, a tight game. But whatever.
So I can't add much more to that. I mean, I think he said it, right? I mean, this was a game of chest and cleats. I mean, the weather definitely played a role, and that played to the Patriots to their advantage, right? The quarterback for the Patriots, he was calm. He read the field, he made the adjustments, and he seemed like he was always in command. It wasn't that the Broncos QB was flashy. He was tough. He took his hits and he extended the plays and protected the ball, but it just wasn't, good enough. So I think about the Patriots. Why did they win? Experience. It was situational football, obviously, with the weather, and they just had fewer mistakes when it mattered. Why did Denver lose? Missed opportunities, right? They couldn't.
Missed opportunities, yes.
Yeah, missed opportunity. They couldn't flip the field position consistently, and, where their defense kept them alive, their offense just couldn't finish the damn job. So, there you go.
I think Daryl's got a statement to make.
Okay, go ahead, Daryl.
Oh, teacher, I have a question. What experience do the Patriots have? I mean, they got a second-year quarterback, a rookie running back. All those receivers ain't worth lottie dotty. We like to party. I mean, bro, they had a great season, and bro, I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to play them. I mean, just to be honest, I don't want to play them. But bro, what experience do they have?
Brother, it is the DNA that Tom Brady left in that locker room.
Oh.
It is
that legacy.
And that legacy, that winning culture. There's just something about that it's like once you set the bar that high, anything short of, getting to the championship game, winning the Super Bowl, like you just don't settle for just like, oh, we had a winning season, right? Like the wins column can't just be higher than the loss column, right? I know I'm speaking kind of tongue in cheek when I say that. You're right, Daryl. It's not a ton of experience, but definitely experience as a team, as a culture, in that type of environment. And we talked about it last week, right? The QB for the Broncos, he didn't have enough time they didn't have a game plan. You're not going to be ready for a game of that magnitude with having to make a major transition at the most important role on any football squad because your QB goes out. Now, we have a different story if he didn't break his foot, but he did.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what, bro? I'm to the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry for your loss, but you have a real backup quarterback.
Yeah.
And you. I mean, he's legit. He's the real deal. He's the real deal, man.
Probably won't be with him much longer after that.
No,
yeah. I mean, he took that first opening drive all the way down for 7 points. The second drive, he took him down. Could have had 3 points. They went for a gamble. Who knows? But wow.
And one more thing.
Yeah, one more thing.
And one more thing. Based on what Marcus just said, I think all three of us should reevaluate what team we associate ourselves with. Because I'm sorry. I know y'all Dallas Cowboys think that y'all won the Super Bowl last year and the year before and the year before, but honey, that was 15,000 years ago. Look, the Houston Texans ain't never got past the divisional round, bro. With that being said, I ain't playing next year. I ain't playing. I ain't rooting for nobody. I'm just watching football. I'm playing DraftKings, and I'm coming on here to talk to you people. And that's it.
Okay. So you're not really rooting for anybody. I mean, listen, Daryl, I've had to have some soul searching, do some soul searching, and man, after just seeing the quarterbacks, and you're right. I mean, the Cowboys just year after year after year after year. Like, I've only really been in this Cowboy camp since I moved to Central Texas, right? Because I transitioned to this area right at the time when the Houston Oilers had moved to Tennessee. So I was kind of like homeless without a team for a while. And so that's why I came to the Cowboys, right? I just, I was in Rome. And so I adopted Rome. I became a UT fan because I wasn't a big college football person before then. But you know what, man, you're right. I don't know if I can go back to this. I need counseling. I need help. I need counseling. I can't keep going back and getting battered, and then Jerry Jones show up with some flowers and say, "Come on back in. It's a new season. This is going to be our year. Come on back in here."
Nah. He says that every year. Yeah. Dak Prescott, is he going to want to go somewhere else, give himself a chance to be in the Super Bowl?
That baby's going out with the bathwater, there, baby. So yeah, he paid him top dollar. It's Dak or bust. I don't think anybody's going to pick him up. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but no, he's gonna have to ride that out. He's gonna have to ride that out. I mean, some team with a losing record that's in a rebuilding stage may want to take him, but nobody that's got a hell of a chance in terms of being a strong, serious Super Bowl contender would take Dak Prescott off the Cowboys. They're gonna have to sleep in the bed they made.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right. And to your point, Daryl, it's gonna be harder for me because I was rooting for them since 1960. I mean, they branded me. I had to, and I got very lucky. I got to follow Roger Staubach in that group. And then I got very lucky. Got to follow Troy Aikman and the triplets. That was great. And all of a sudden, it was like over.
Yeah, it's been over, man. I mean, you talk about the Dez Bryant catch, but even that they wouldn't have got him to the Super Bowl, right?
No, there still was time left. That was in the peak of. Aaron Rodgers. That was the peak of Aaron Rodgers' day. He may have still drove him back and won anyway. So
yeah.
That's the way it goes. But it is awfully hard. And that speech you made about Marcus about getting flowers and everything, that song and dance is getting awfully tired of from our owner, isn't it? That guy is saying it every year. Next year, I'm all in. Next year, we're going to win. Next year, that salesman stuff getting tiresome.
We were here last year. We talked about, even beginning of the season, before the beginning of the season, and just the lack of activity on Jerry's part in terms of who he signed, when he signed, key players. And then you let key players leave the team. I mean, it's just There's just a big. I still think the Cowboys. Yeah, can they put together a winning season? Yeah, but will they get past the divisional round? I don't see it happening.
All right, you guys, what do you think about the AFC, the NFC championship games? It was good. I think the NFC was incredible. For that AFC game with that storm, that's going to be rememberable. Is that a word? Yeah, I don't know. Memorable. Anyway. Watch for our next episode. We're going to talk about our predictions to the Super Bowl. No Cowboys, no Texans, but we're going to predict. See you later.